Hi, Zizaran here with a sponsored video by Dark and Darker Mobile, and they wanted to fly me out to Gamescom. And well, it started with that they reached out, and I was like, well, I don't really like mobile games. And they're like, well, we know. And I'm like, I also don't like monetization in gaming. And they're like, we know. So they were very confident. And then I was like, I don't want to sign a non-disparagement agreement. And they were like, we know. And they flew me out anyway. So this video is going to be about that. It's going to be about my experience at Gamescom trying Dark and Darker Mobile. And for those that don't know, I have quite a lot of hours in Dark and Darker playing with Magpie and stuff like that, and a lot of other my friends. So it's a very familiar game to me. So I was very interested to see how is a mobile version going to be. So let's check it out. So it was my first time at Gamescom, and they had a really sick booth. There were a lot of big booths there, and honestly, Dark and Darker had one of the coolest ones. They had like a troll, loads of cosplayers, and there was a big line of people wanting to try the game. And there are 6 classes total in the game. You have the Wizard, Barbarian, Cleric, Fighter, Ranger, and Rogue. And I got to try the game both emulated on like a PC, and I got to try it on a phone. So you can see me here standing playing the game for the first time, and I was playing against other people that were on the show floor. And it was very clear to me that some of these people had not played Dark and Darker before. I think I killed like 2 or 3 people while they were looting, and a lot of people definitely did not hang onto the controls as well as I did, because, well, I play a lot of games. So even though I'm not much of a console or mobile player, it was pretty okay to transfer my skill set from playing PC to mobile. So yeah, hopefully my editor will be showing off a lot of the footage of me killing people. And honestly, this is where my editors would jump on a chance to show footage of me dying. But there was none because I killed everybody. So that was very cool. I had a lot of fun with that. I was really worried about how was performance going to be and things like that. I was worried about how would the controls be, because especially as somebody that already doesn't like controller and I really like mouse and keyboard, I was like, how is it going to be controlling this with my thumbs? And performance was really good. That's a good thing with things being on mobile, is that, well, they are very optimized because they have to be, or they're not going to run on a phone. So the graphics were turned down as a side effect of that. So obviously it is not going to be as beautiful as a game that is made for just PC, but it was still like, it was decent. It was definitely decent. The controls were surprisingly good. They had thought about a lot of annoying things, like having to tap the screen all the time for auto loot. So they had that you could automate looting, you could automate putting equipment like on your character, so they auto equip, and you could choose all of these automations individually. So if you only want some things to be automated but not all, for example, I would have automated chest opening and door opening, but I wouldn't have that it automatically looted things and put it in my inventory. I wouldn't auto equip items, and I didn't automate looting of corpses. So I would like loot corpses myself because I didn't want to accidentally start looting someone mid combat. I was also a little bit worried about how like things like combat was going to be with aiming and stuff. I actually thought that the Ranger would be worse to play than melee. I definitely think I got the hang of Ranger easier. They do have some like auto aim things, but I did not use them. I used manual aiming. And honestly, I thought the Ranger was smoother to play than the Fighter. I had a hard time like staying in melee range while attacking, but honestly, I think most people get the hang of that pretty fast. Itemization and loot, things like that, is very similar to the way it is on PC. So that was very familiar to me. Like, you're looking for epic gear and like different stats, etc. So a lot of the things is just they've brought a great game from PC to mobile, and I think a lot of people that really enjoy mobile games would enjoy that. I still, at the end of the day, I'm not a mobile game player. This is not something I'd be like spending a ton of hours on myself, because foremost, I am a PC gamer. But I do think that people that really enjoy mobile games and want to play games a bit more casually on the fly, it is a great game to just jump on for 5 to 10 minutes, kill everybody, take their stuff, and get back out. So it's very weird to me as a PC player to see games like this on a phone. I didn't think it would translate well, and it surprisingly does quite well. One thing I was really worried about was monetization, and they seem to be focusing mostly on cosmetic monetization. They were going to have some type of battle pass or something like that. But but they did seem to want to stray away from like pay to win, where you can typically buy equipment and stuff like that. So it remains to be seen. They're not like finalized in their monetization, so that's things they're going to take feedback on. But at the end of the day, the game is free to play. So if you're happy with the way the monetization ends up, you play. If you're not, you skip it. It seems super simple, and that's a good thing with free to play games. So once it's out, you just need someone having like a full going through of all the monetization and what they end up with, and see if that is the type of game that you want to play. I did also, like I say, try to emulate it on the PC, and that was pretty much just as fun as the PC version. It was just slightly lower graphics, a lot more optimized. So if you're like me and you're turning down every game graphically anyway for better optimization, this is very optimized for that. So that was quite fun. And I gotta say, if you're already emulating it on a PC, you're kind of dunking on everybody, because it's obviously a lot better to play on PC than it is on a phone. So that was fun. I enjoyed it, and had a really good time at Gamescom. It was my first one there, and a sponsorship to go out there and play a game was definitely part of why I went and pushing me over. And I had a great time, met a lot of people. So a huge thank you to Dark and Darker Mobile for sponsoring me to go out, and yeah, just letting me not sign a non-disparagement agreement and stuff like that. Like I said, not a game that I would be playing myself on mobile. I love the PC game and I would be sticking to that, but I really think a lot of people are going to enjoy the mobile version. It was really well done, and I'm surprised that a game like this even works on mobile. So they've done a great job, very impressed, and yeah, I'm excited to see where it goes in the future. And maybe my kids, no, I don't want to bring my kids into this. And it's definitely made me want to go to more Gamescoms and stuff like that. So maybe I'll see you there in the future. In a pinned comment down below, we're going to have pre-registration. So if this is a game that looks like something you want to try, you can check it out. And remember that it is free to play. So enjoy the game and let me know what you think. Let me know what you guys think of this video. Thanks for watching. Sub if you like it. But more importantly, try to die less than I do.